Before I started budgeting, my money situation was a lot different. I wasn't making large financial mistakes, but I wasn't keeping proper track of my money. I don't know if this relates to you or not, but I remember having this conversation with myself right before getting my paycheck. So I'd say, okay, my paycheck was $500 for this week. Okay, when I get that money, I'm gonna go fill up my gas tank. I'm gonna go pay this person back. I'm gonna buy this pair of shoes. And then that should leave me with like $200. And then I'll put the rest of that towards savings. And that'll be me for the week. And then the weekend would pass. I'd get paid on a Friday. And that weekend would pass. And I'd only have $100 left of that $500 paycheck. And so instantly the conversation with myself would turn into, where did all of my money go? And here was the problem that I had. I didn't have a written budget. I was keeping track of everything in my head, and my money was essentially disappearing, and I didn't know where it was going. Sure, I was putting my money towards things that I needed, but where was the rest of my money going? How come I couldn't keep track of that? I was working too hard to not have money at the end of the week. I love what Dave Ramsey says about budgeting. A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. When I heard that quote from him, it hit me like a ton of bricks, and I knew instantly that I had to start budgeting. So I began looking for budget examples that I could use. And after much searching, I honestly never really found one that I liked. So I decided to create my own budget, and I would write it out on it with a pen and a piece of paper, a little notepad, and I would write out my budget and I would follow it from there. And the budget that I used then is still the budget that I use currently, and it's the budget that my clients also use. If you would like a free PDF copy of that budget, contact me on the platform of which you are watching this video, and I'll be able to send you one from there. When I started budgeting, a lot of things changed for me. But the two main things that changed were, number one, I learned how much money I was spending unnecessarily. Probably the hardest part about budgeting is that first time you do it and you realize how much money you are spending unnecessarily. It hurts, but it's honestly that good type of pain. The type of pain that motivates you to make a change. And the second thing that changed was I was able to make instant progress towards savings and investing. Truthfully, when I started budgeting, my savings accounts went way up. Remember that $200 I said I was going to save from the paycheck? Well, now that I had a written budget, I was able to keep track of the money, and I was able to save that $200 and more. Plus, there was a surplus, and I was able to put that money towards investing. After I began to budget consistently and I cut out the unnecessary spending, I was able to set myself up for the future. In the next video, I will give you the general layout of a budget. It will be very helpful for you and will give you a general idea on how to start budgeting. But if you want a detailed budget followed with an explanation from me, contact me through the platform of which you are watching this video, and I will send you a free PDF copy of the basic budget that I and my clients use.